is in the garden? A not so little fine girl. And we have come to see her. Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Farm Fairy. Today we are in a home garden and we're going to be meeting the young lady who has done exceptionally well in raising a garden just behind her house. Beautiful garden girl.
Thank you.
It's really a pleasure to meet you, and of course you've done fantastically well. This is so gorgeous. This is looking so beautiful.
Thank you.
So, but then let's get to meet you. Can you tell us more about yourself and well, maybe how this whole thing started?
Okay, so my name is Ritkatmun Lenka.
Yeah.
I just graduated from the University of not just last year.
Okay.
I studied agric, just in case you're wondering.
You studied agriculture, so could that be the reason why we have all this around?
Part of the reason why.
Okay.
I mean, for me, agric is something I've always wanted to do since I was 11 or thereabouts.
Wow.
And that's what led me to study agric even in the higher institution. And as for my home garden, I mean, to start a farming business is very capital intensive, and I'm not one to sit around and wait until I get what I need to start. I started with what I have, from one tree to another tree to another plant. I mean, I started little
by little.
Yes, so hopefully by the time I get enough capital from my home gardening, that's on a larger scale.
So you have plans to expand beyond what you have in the house here.
Yes.
So what's the bigger picture for you?
So the bigger picture is, so there are different aspects to it. So one is agrotourism.
Okay.
Yes. So
see people that studied agri. Okay, so I'm sure you would like to break that down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
So for agrotourism, right? I mean, we know what tourism is, but bringing agric into it, so people get to come and see the different. But so particularly, I want to deal with exotic fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
So people get to come and see all of these temperate and even tropical fruits and vegetables that are found in other parts of the world here, particularly here in Jos, considering our climate can sustain a good number of them. So agritourism is one. And another thing I want to do is to venture into large-scale vegetable production.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So so far beyond this, have you been involved in any agro venture? Have you done anything, outside your house related to agric?
Sort of. Okay. Sort of, yeah. So first of all, work related outside of my home gardening. My job is agric related. I'm an agronomist.
Okay.
I also do consultations. That's aside my official job description I do. And it has started flowering. I think last season this produced about 50 apples. That I know about, that's minus the one that people might have harvested and eaten without me knowing. So
I've just seen from that other end where we saw some beautiful purple cabbages. So would like to see around and all you have here.
Okay. So standing from right where we are.
Okay.
I have beans here.
Is this beans?
Yes. So you know these beans that Nasara people use.
Okay.
They are traditional beans that they use for occasions, weddings.
Okay.
Especially
that the red. Is it the red beans?
Red is Bocos.
Okay.
This one is somewhat flat. If I have a few seeds inside, I'll show you.
Okay.
It's somewhat flat. They usually use it, especially when they are weddings. They cook them in large quantities.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is it. These are some potato runners.
Okay.
This is how I store them ahead of planting
Oh, so these are more like seedlings?
Yes, they are more like seedlings.
Oh.
Then this is a grapefruit.
Okay.
I mean, it's yet to start fruiting. It's still growing. This passion fruit is also yet to start fruiting, but it has started flowering.
Okay.
Then I
see you're doing lots of trellising.
Yes.
Around, even with these.
Yes.
Okay. Why is that?
So, first of all, I don't want my vegetative part to run on the ground.
Okay.
When it runs on the ground, it comes in contact with a lot of things: soil, water, and it can lead to decay and spoilage. And also the beans, in this case the bean, if the pod touches the soil, it can rot and decay. So
wow.
I lose my harvest.
Interesting.
Over here is sword bean. It's also a type of bean. Okay, the bean itself, I'll show you, it's pink in color. It's usually not consumed like this. They consume the pods, like when it's still in the pod and still green. Like he found it in the wild when he was doing research.
Okay.
So then snakes used to attack him a lot. So when he found this bean and he put it in his pocket, he was repelling snakes.
Snake repellent.
Yeah. So he gave me one of the seeds to multiply it. Just one.
So from one seed, you've been able to multiply this.
More than this, I've given out.
So okay, I know. I should take mine too.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, really nice.
And it's a perennial.
Okay, I see something here. This looks like a different plant.
Yes.
From the potato.
Yes, it is. It's a different plant. So I don't know the exact name of this plant, but it's a medicinal herb. Same with the miracle leaf here.
A miracle leaf.
Yeah.
What does it do? It heals people.
It's also medicinal.
It's miracle.
Yeah.
I think I should take one then.
It's also
Can I take this one?
Yes, you can. It's also medicinal. So this is guava. So you may not see. There are some fruits inside. I cover it because of birds.
Okay.
I have a lot of visitors.
Unwanted visitors.
So I have the white guava, and they grow really big, bigger than my fist.
Oh wow.
Yes, and the birds eat them a lot.
Okay.
Have a little orange here.
See okra.
Yeah, so this okra, they've reached the end of the line. I think I've had them for like 2 years.
Wow.
So it's time to take them off. The bags are torn. I'm looking for more sustainable ways of growing them in containers, because cement bags get worn off easily.
Of course, you have a solid water system, I see.
Yes. I do.
No water, no farm.
Very important. I also have some coffee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but my bean is overshadowing the tree. But yes, this is coffee.
Okay.
I process some of it too. Then I have pomegranate as well. Then here are a few of my spices. I have white rosemary, oregano, thyme, celery, rosemary. And this is stevia. Stevia is a sugar substitute.
Okay,
yes.
So you instead of taking sugar,
yes,
you can. How sweet is it?
Try it.
Really, you mean it? A leaf?
Yeah, so I just boil it with my tea. And
can I have an extra? Wow, this is really so sweet.
So it's a sugar substitute, especially for diabetic people cutting off processed sugar from their diet and all of that. Yes, so here I also have strawberries. Yeah. Potatoes as well. So here I used to have broccoli, cauliflower, radish, and the like. So I switched it up and replaced it with strawberries and potatoes for this season. So
so you're doing a kind of crop rotation.
Crop rotation. Yes. To enhance this, I had soya bean here some while ago. So I ensure I put in legumes within to supply back nitrogen to my soil, because
Wow.
I avoid the use of chemicals in my garden.
I should get that sugar plant
Definitely.
to plant it for myself too.
Then I still have more strawberries, pineapple, bananas.
Please take a closer capture.
My pineapple.
Yes. Oh,
if you are growing pineapple, you must be very patient in life.
Okay. Is it just a shoot that comes out?
Yes. So you know this crown.
Yes.
When you buy pineapple, that's what I grow back.
Okay.
Back as pineapple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you able to maintain this your plants? You know, I can't see any major infestation on them. Do you use chemicals to spray consistently, or how are they looking so lush and beautiful?
So I avoid using chemicals as much as possible. I'm an advocate for sustainable farming. So that is, whatever you're doing today, farming should not affect tomorrow. So I use natural, biological, cultural methods on my plants. So if, for example, I see one infested plant, I take it off to avoid it from spreading. There are cases whereby I can pick up some, you can visibly see some pests, and I pick them off. There are some of them are you mostly see them early in the morning, late in the evening. I also use some basic stuff I get at home. You can use garlic as pest repellent. I have this peppermint, a type of mint. Okay. So yes, I also use
from that particular plant, you are able to still spray the other plants to
with neem leaves,
weed infestation,
water. So I avoid that. And also, I just recently discovered that my spices repel insects. So I tried out something. I grew some lettuce here and some next to the ones with the spices there. And the ones here were getting serious infestations, but the ones there, not a single pest was found on them. So
those were repelling the pests.
Yes. So subsequently, I want to get more of the spices and just plant them around my other crops to repel them.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Smart agriculture.
Yes.
And still bio-friendly, not harming the environment. That's really great. It's a really beautiful garden, and I must confess you have done a really great job, growing this garden. So did it really take a lot to do all this? Because for some people they may be looking, this may be a lot, having to plant this here and there, take care of it. So how has the experience been really? Okay, so first of all, it didn't take a lot. That's because I did everything in phases, sort of like one after the other. It's when you try doing it all at once, it may be a bit overwhelming. So you start little by little. If you want to have 10 trees, you can start with 2. Then after they've gotten to a certain stage where they can be independent, sort of, you can get like your next 2. If you are unable to look after all of them, I think the most stressful part of it all is probably watering them. And I use hose for that, watering hose where applicable. And for my other vegetables and the rest, I think when you try it the first time and you get the results, it's going to give you more motivation to go harder next time and to even do more. I think at first, the first vegetable I did was lettuce. Then from lettuce, I tried different other things: radish, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, different types of pepper, tomato, and the rest. So far, it's been a very amazing learning curve of an experience for me. So has this saved you any cost whatsoever in terms of food items? Okay, so yes, it has saved me cost. So last year I also did yam and potatoes in bags. It's unfortunate they are not here anymore. I mean, like the whole of this place was covered with yams and potatoes, and that was the period where yam became something else that time. Yes. Potatoes as well, it has really helped a lot, because even from the potatoes we make potato flour with it. So the purple fleshed potato, orange fleshed potato,
the regular yellow potato, different types of potatoes, and the what we call Irish potato as well. For vegetables, yes, it has saved me a lot. I mean, there are on Sundays where rice and salad.
So you just go behind the house and you easily just
there's carrots at home, there's cabbage at home,
Uh.
there's cucumber at home.
Wow.
So everything is there.
So of course that should save you a whole lot.
Even on spices. I mean, I grow the thyme, dry it myself. So buying thyme has not really been an issue. Things like rosemary. So I look to get more spices and I would dehydrate them myself and have them.
So apart from saving you costs, what other benefits really would you say you derive from growing all these in your house, the fruits, the vegetables, and even some of the tubers you have?
Okay, so first is an extra source of income, sort of. So I get to sell some of these things. So for example, I have sourshops, although they are not in season now. So one medium size goes for at least 4,500, and you have a tree that can produce up to 60 at a time in a season. So I get to sell some of these things. I also get paid to help others do same, basically sort of consultation and setting up your own home garden at home. I also, the aesthetics of it is very lovely, because I mean, when you see your plants,
you just interact with nature. And I understand the feel. Being a farmer too, you're always interacting with the plants, and you are getting first-hand oxygen.
I'm telling you, first-hand oxygen.
It's not diluted at all, just straight. You are exchanging. Really wonderful and beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm sure also that you are able to monitor the plants, and so health-wise, you eat healthier.
Yes, I eat healthier. Very, very healthy.
Because like you noted, you don't have to use chemicals, on your plants. You monitor it more closely.
Yes, so there's a lot of monitoring, traceability. I can tell you all that has gone into a single plant. No toxic chemicals and none of that.
Wow. Awesome.
Thank you.
So as a young lady, now talking to women out there, young ladies who for women, they are particular about all these items in their house, having them, vegetables, So what message would you give out to young ladies in particular? I would have said you speak to youths in general. You can do that too, but perhaps since you're a lady and you have more interest in this as ladies, maybe you talk to the audience.
So what I would say is start small, because I get lots of messages. Oh, I don't even know where to start. This and that. So I had a young lady that messaged me some time back and said, oh, she wants to do all of this, but is thinking about it is overwhelming. She doesn't know where to start. I said, okay, this week go and get pepper seeds, even if it's 500 naira own, grow them in a nursery, transplant it when it's time. And she did that too. So from pepper now, she has other vegetables to use. Start little, and even if you're currently not doing anything, probably waiting for admission, you're done with school, waiting for whatever, for service, furthering your studies or anything, it's something you can do even as a hobby. It takes your mind off a lot of things, and you invest time, and you know that at the end of it all, you have something to reap at the end of it. And also, you can monetize it. We're in an era where knowledge is being monetized. You don't even have to sell your produce. You sell out the knowledge you get from growing these things. So, for example, I am working on, I don't use chemicals, so that's even for fertilizers. I don't use chemical fertilizers. So I use household items, rather eggshells, banana peels, onion peels, and all of that. So I am formulating sort of like a homemade liquid fertilizer kind of thing, using basic homemade stuff that you don't even have to go to the market to buy. There are things you have at home, and this knowledge can be sold. I can monetize it, so you can have an extra source of income from doing home gardening, and you also get to have visitors come around.
Yeah, like me.
Like for example. So you have to come around, you talk to them about it. You can even get invited to talk to groups of people about it. There's just a whole lot. You grow what you want to eat. If you know you like eating carrots as a snack, you do that. You want to eat more healthy, have access to healthier stuff, you do that. You grow your own apples, watermelon, pineapple, whatever it may be that you like.
Wow. Well, it's really been an interesting time here, you know, discussing with Ritkatmun Lenka. She has been, you know, awesome, you know, welcoming us in here and showing us all the great work she has been doing in silence. I never knew this place was so, you know, big and beautiful. And so, is there a final phrase, maybe Hakuna Matata, a kind of phrase you want to conclude, or something you just want to say as we wrap up?
So my final phrase that I like to say a lot is that agriculture is the backbone of every other industry in the world. So don't shy away from it. It's not a poor man's activity. It's not a dirty person's job. It's a noble profession. It's a very noble profession.
So you've heard it from Ritkatmun. I hope that as many young people who are watching us today, you would be motivated to start up something. It doesn't have to really be big, even just a little. From 1 seed, 2 seeds, you can grow a beautiful and large garden, even as Ritkatmun has here behind her house. Thank you for watching, and so we'll see you in the next episode. Make sure to subscribe, like, and follow us for more of such content.